Greetings and salutations. It's just after simchat torah. I'm sitting at home and I decided to make a video of how I was able to act the way I did on simchat torah. It's lo muvan me'alav, which means it's not very elementary. For those that know, everyone knows, Israel is at war with Hamas. I got up this morning and was greeted by booms in the distance of explosions. When I got to shul, got to Bet Knesset, I was told about 100 people dead, 200 people kidnapped, things that were lo shigrati, and people talking about cutting down the davening, the simcha, cutting out or not doing hakafot, and letting the kafirs get to them. Now, at this point in time, one needs to understand that that I stay home and don't go to the yeshiva in order to push the inyan of simcha on the Bet Knesset. If I wouldn't be there, it would be very short, dry like the desert. Okay. So I, at this point in time, know that I decided not to go to Ramla, not to go to my Rebbe, and that I had a job on my hands, Larim, to lift the community b'simcha. Now, going back 2 days, I was sitting on Shana Rabbah in a friend of mine's sukkah, Yanirstone, and one of the community members who was sitting around the table asked my Rebbe, said, "Rebbe, give us a story for simchat torah from the Shoah." And I expected to hear another version of the 50 yeshiva students made such a racket and such dancing around, making such a racket on simchat torah that they were kicked out of the gas chambers in Auschwitz. But instead of doing that, I piped up and I said, Rebbe, the Rebbe of Pirsetzna, the story of the Rebbe of Pirsetzna. And this is one of the stories, part of a story, the holy street sweeper from Tel Aviv. It's part of, it's said over by Rabbi Shlomo Kalbach. Okay, with your permission, I'm just going to go to next screen, and I'm going to play the portion.
After that, I was privileged to meet another person, Surah Miskalin. He was not really one of his students, but he saw him in the Warsaw ghetto. This was the last year of the ghetto, and the Germans made it clear anybody who will dance in whose torah will be shot immediately. but again, who has strength to dance? Suddenly word got around. Reb Kloinim is calm and the Holy Rebbe of Pius Hesne invites everyone. He found a bombed out house and there's a cellar. 5,000 people can be there. He wants to dance simach torah. And maybe you know, my beautiful friends, by some Rebbes all the Chassidim dance. In Koschnitz and Pius Hesne, only the Rebbe's dancing. But when he takes you and he dances. And the Rebbe of Pius Hesne still had the torah of the Koschnitzer Maggid. He invites everyone to come to dance. The year that he told me the story, I'm coming to the cellar, and there's nothing else was going on in the Warsaw Ghetto. Maybe 20,000 people were standing there. It was impossible to breathe. It was hell. Everybody was telling the other how many people died. How many people were dying, how many people were sick, how many were sent to Auschwitz. I thought to myself, what did I need this for? It was hell. And everybody said one thing, I don't believe in God anymore. There is no God. What am I doing as the most Torah? I don't believe in the Torah. And every second I think I'm leaving. Suddenly word got around, the Rebbe's not coming. Because his holy son, his only son, Rebbe Melech, was shot on the second day of Sukkot. But then people said, no, the Rebbe's coming. A few minutes later, words get around, the Rebbe's not coming. His holy Rebbe's and his daughter-in-law were shot 2 days ago, Shana Rabbe. The Rebbe's not coming. No, the Rebbe's coming. Suddenly, close your eyes, friends. Come with me to the Warsaw Ghetto simach torah night. There won't be another simach torah like this. The Mashiach's coming. Suddenly, a door opened, and the heilige Pius Hesne walked in. And he began singing, join me. Baruch Hu Ayes Hashem HaMevairach. Blessed is God, is to be blessed. And the Yiddish tells me, I want you to know, I swear to you. Suddenly we were not in hell anymore. Suddenly there was not one person to whom it wasn't clear there is one God. There was not one person who didn't know that we are Jews, we are the chosen people, we are God's people. The Torah is so holy, what a privilege to be a Jew. Despite everything.
I'm the Rebbe of Pius Hesne. The only thing is, I'm no Rebbe. And the Rebbe of Pius Hesne didn't need a half a bottle of scotch to act like the Rebbe of Pius Hesne. I needed a lot of alcohol to be able to put everything out of my mind and focus on simchat torah and ech l'samech et hakehila sheli. I needed to hit the bottle in a big way in order for me to act the way I did. And that explains, I think the story of the Rebbe of Pius Hesne and how I approached it gave me the strength to act the way I did today and to bring no amount of simcha to the community. a few people said, Arya, if you weren't here, Simchat Torah just wouldn't have happened. And Kalbach was wrong in one thing, that there was definitely a Simchat Torah, like the Simchat Torah of the Warsaw ghettos. This year was Simchat Torah, like Rav Kalman is Kalman in the Warsaw ghetto. Shavua Tov. Thank you.